Happy Sunday, everyone. What's good? What's good? Y'all know what it is. This is another installment of the Southern Baller Show, episode 75. Of course, this is Jared O'Levin Green. Now, of course, I got my host, Coach 67 Sports TV, and JB. How y'all brothers doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How y'all gentlemen doing this afternoon?
Can't
I'm
complain
doing
about
good as
anything.
well, brother. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Just enjoying my Sunday evening, man. Ready to knock down another show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I second that. And shout out to the mighty LDBC. Those who on their way in or just coming in to be nosy, just hit my like button or like, share, subscribe. Appreciate all the support. Uh, salute to Big Joe in the chat. Joseph Townsend, salute to the family. Brent Fox, salute brother. He said salute brothers on the move, but y'all already know still supporting. You always supporting, brother. I appreciate you, man. And he said, can't wait to hear y'all draft rankings. I know we got some HBCU players in the mix, yes, sir. And of course, Coach 67 says salute to the family. All right. So let's get to it, man. Uh, what is your opinion on the 2025 NFL draft class? So, for example, I heard a lot of people say that as far as offensive linemen, it's top heavy, meaning there's probably maybe five or even less than that as far as home run hitters or starters, right away starters in that draft class. Um, and then the rest are just projects, or it may take them a couple of years to get their NFL game together. Um, so do y'all see any position that is similar to that? Because I can tell you one thing: the running back class is loaded.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You see Devin Neal, and then you got Omari Hampton. And then you can go to the FCS level, Irv Mulligan, and um, is Donovan Eaglin is his senior year, Coach?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to double
Okay.
check.
Yeah. DBs too. This is a very loaded draft for DBs and safety. Yeah, DBs, cornerbacks, and
Yeah.
running backs and edge. There's some good edge players. Um, Outside linebacker in this and defensive ends in the draft class. Either they're rotational pieces, starters, or upside in the draft class. So, I mean, there's a good choice that you can come away with a Dafe Owe type play. But he
Mm,
might not be a starter in your first year, but he might, you know, come along in like year two or three. So,
Nah, bro, he was a redshirt sophomore.
oh, he was a redshirt sophomore. Okay. Well, he
Yeah.
gonna be beast. Hope his wheels stay healthy. You know, because when he get ready to go to the league, man, he gonna be a beast, man.
And of
Donovan
course,
Eagle.
Kendrick Grimes got another eligibility too.
Yeah, Kendrick Grimes, another one. So I think the running back class is for a couple, um, they gonna continue to be loaded for years because um, everybody want to be a running back, right? um, but yeah, man, I personally think there may be some jewels in the offensive line. Depending on what you're looking at, offensive tackle or offensive guard. Um, for example, Carson Vincent from Alabama A&M. To me, he definitely could be a jewel, and he could start right away, in my opinion.
Well, according to like a few of my subscribers, they feel like he's the only draftable player in the HBCU round. And I'm like, all right, cool. All right, let's just say, let's go with that narrative.
Right.
Even if that's the case, if a few HBCU players make NFL rosters, I'm cool with that. But I'm not cool with no HBCU players getting drafted and nobody making a roster. That's my issue. I feel like you got at least a few players that could make rosters. You got at least a couple players that could get drafted. That's just my
Hey,
personal opinion.
don't you got your one, Jamar Gassett from at FAMU. You got your eye on him, coach. You expecting him to be drafted, and you're reasonable. You're not thinking he's gonna be drafted in the top first or second, and third, or even fourth or fifth, maybe the sixth or seventh. But he needs to be drafted. Jamar
Well,
Gassett.
this same subscriber was saying that remember the wide receiver a couple of years back whose spot he really took. What his name was, Xavier. I can't remember. He went to FAMU too, but according to them, he was even faster and he was a better player. And he didn't get drafted, and he really didn't even sniff an NFL roster. So it was like if he didn't get drafted, he didn't sniff a roster. They don't think Jamar Gassett will. And I'm like, well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But even with that being said, I still think you got at least a couple players that should be drafted, and at least a few of them that should make NFL rosters. There's no way you got all these players in the HBCU realm and nobody get drafted and nobody make a roster. To me, that's the ridiculous part.
Right. Yeah, and me and Cook, we've been preaching that been saying that ever since we started the Southern Baller show. But I'm gonna give y'all real fast. I'm gonna give y'all my list of plays I have my eye on that that I expect to be drafted. Some of them are you know absolutes. We all know they're gonna be drafted, especially in the top. In the first round. But of course, I'm gonna have some HBCU plays in my top 10. So, for example, I've got, of course, Travis Hunter from Colorado. It's gonna be interesting if he's gonna be drafted as a DB or wide receiver. So, depending which team needs him in whichever position, it's gonna be interesting. Shador Sanders. I was just I was thinking that, for example, and I hope Big Joe get on here because I want to know what he think about his former Oakland Raiders, now Las Vegas Raiders, trading for Geno Smith. So I'm thinking, fellas, and I want y'all opinion on this real fast. I'm thinking that Oakland traded for the old head Geno Smith or experienced quarterback. So if they able to get Shooter Sanders, their quarterback room is even better. What you think?
Yeah,
That'll be. Go ahead.
you go first, JB. You go first, JB.
I mean, I think that's a good way to look at it. You got the veteran, the bridge player, uh, and then here comes the future starter. You let uh, Gino start one or two games, maybe 5 games, and then if he sucks, start Shador. Hoping that's the case. Um, if that's not the case, then I think the Raiders is doing usual Raider things. So
Well, at least they got a competent and Pro Bowl quarterback out of the deal. I can say that, but I think they're aiming for Shador Sanders. I think they just need just Geno Smith is just insurance, just in case they don't get Shador. But go ahead, Coach.
mhm.
I ain't get
I
your
think, I think JB. I think you and JB are right. I think they're using Geno Smith as a stopgap solution, and for those individuals that don't know what a stopgap solution is. Just say I don't have a quarterback, and I trade for a veteran quarterback. Then I draft the guy that I believe is going to be my franchise quarterback. If that guy does good, like a la Alex Smith in Kansas City, then you let him play for that entire season, and then you bring in your Patrick Mahomes, who sits that year. Then the next year he becomes a starter. Or if Geno Smith struggles, then you let Geno Smith play for maybe the first 6 games, first half of the season. Then you bring Shador in. I honestly believe that's the plan. To me, the only thing that they may deviate from doing that is maybe they might view Cam Ward as a better NFL prospect than Shador Sanders. But either way, I believe that's the plan. If you get Geno Smith, then you draft one of those two guys, you let them sit for a little while, and eventually they become your starter. Or if they get Geno Smith with the ideology and the thinking that neither one of these two guys are, or they don't have a franchise quarterback in this particular draft, a few teams fervently believe that those two, nor any other quarterback in this draft, is a franchise quarterback. So you have some teams that actually believe that, and that's why some of the teams that may be interested in moving up, they're not interested in moving up to get a quarterback. They may be interested in moving up to get Travis Hunter, like maybe an all-purpose dual threat type player.
Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking that as well. But if the Raiders don't pick Shador, or Shador's not even there, then yeah, that's what Geno's for. But continuing with my list, man. Like I said, Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders, of course. Then Carson Vincent from Alabama A&M, offensive tackle. Irv Mulligan, running back from Jackson State. Jamari Gassett, wide receiver from FAMU. David Walker, edge or outside linebacker from Central Arkansas. Tyler Warren from Penn State, tight end. Josh Connerly Jr. from Oregon, offensive tackle. Donovan Ezeku from edge from Boston College. I've actually seen a lot of him. Me being an ACC guy, um, he definitely could be a first round pick if people know what they looking at, because he was a dog coming off that edge. And then of course Marion Hampton, which a lot of mock drafts has predicted the Steelers the draft on Marion Hampton
Or the Cowboys.
or the Cowboys. So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, those are my top 10. Yeah, those are my top 10 players. But this draft class, looks very interesting. And of course, the people we didn't mention, like Nick Emmanuel Wari, the safety, 6'3" safety.
I think a lot of people.
From
I
South
think he's
Carolina.
not.
Yeah.
I think he's not a first round draft pick. We bet not pick him. I think there's some safeties that's
Go.
better than him.
Oh, really? Go into that.
I think he's stiff. I think he's a combine monster. But if you put on the film, and this is me watching. Shout out to Sip the Tally and Vach, where they broke down his film. Um, they weren't impressed, and I'm not impressed. I think he may be a good player. He has these physical skills to be a good or a really good player in the NFL. But as far as watching film, there's better players, um, safeties in the draft. If we're going to go safety, I hope we go guard or receiver. But if we're going to go safety in the first round, Um, no, I don't think we need him. I think um, us uh, we have the improved version already, which is Cal Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? So he's very stiff, and
Mm,
and we seen receivers shake him going side to side. So he's not. I think a lot of teams might reach for him when he's really probably a lower first round or a high second round draft.
mm, okay. Brent Fox said, "I can tell y'all we're looking at wide receiver and DT. Unfortunately, we are not valuing running back like that right now. We we meaning the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know who you meant, and y'all bet not get on Marion Hampton. I'll be mad. I'm gonna be mad as hell. What's going on? The beautiful Queen 71. She said, "Salute everybody listening while moving around. We appreciate you always supporting Queen
Salute
71."
to the Queen.
So to Queen,
But in terms of like my thoughts on this particular draft, a lot of people have been talking about how deep a draft this is. Shout out to Rude Dog. Rude Dog, who he's saying from a New Orleans Saints draft perspective that they don't need to reach and get a stupid player that they shouldn't get in terms of reaching for a player. But more than anything, this is a deep draft class. And, we talked about players from the HBCU round. According to a couple of my subscribers, they feel like Carson Vincent and Bashir Tootin, running back from North Carolina A&T, they feel like at least this one subscriber in particular who is heavy in the HBCU round the way we are. He feels like those are the only two draftable players out of all the HBCU football, and I'm like, wow.
Wow.
But he figured if anybody gets drafted, it's those two, and outside of those two, everybody else would be undrafted, high priority free agents.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I wasn't really impressed. Um, in the Legacy Bowl, 2025 HBCU Legacy Bowl. Now, with us saying that, don't mean there's not any jewels. Meaning, there's some guys that may just need a couple of reps, NFL reps, to get their, get used to the game, and then they can ball, man. So you always got them type of guys, but that's a if.
Yeah, and I mean, just think about it. Just say hypothetically speaking, those two get drafted. That don't mean those would be the only two that make NFL rosters. So I think he was talking about in terms of the actual draft.
Draft, not undrafted. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
So it remains to be seen. Even if those two get drafted and those two make a roster, if you have another player or two that make a roster besides them, I'll be cool with that. At least there is some HBCU representation.
Yeah, I agree, and I ain't gonna lie, Brent. That's and I'm not. I love Omarion Hampton, but I believe Devin Neal. I'll put him over. I'll put Devin Neal over Omarion Hampton.
I disagree.
Let's talk about it. And I know we got to go to the next, but I mean, we talking ball now. Uh, I, Devin Neal been playing with that makeshift offensive line for Kansas all his career, from freshman to senior, and he's still been dogging people, man. He been dogging people. Now, Marion Hampton, come on now, like, even though as a whole, as a ball club, we haven't been great, but our offensive line hasn't been terrible, except for this year. Now, this year was an exception. But going to that, JB, why you think Marion Hampton is better than Devin Neal? Devin Neal a beast to me, man.
I mean, I just think that even though the teams in the ACC hasn't been that great over the year, but it's the like man, the defensive linemen in the ACC and the linebackers are not. You find good quality players in the ACC and the on the defensive side of the ball. Um, if you know what you're looking at. And I just think that Devin Neal, he's a great running back, one of the best in the nation. But as far as the uh, Hampton going against the Clemson defensive line, North Carolina State always got good defensive linemen. Even though their team might not be worth a daggone. Duke, quiet as it kept, has some good linebackers and some
Mm-hmm.
defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Pittsburgh got some good, stay with good defensive linemen. You know
Boston
what I'm saying?
College.
So Boston College, good linebackers. Going back to Luke Kuechly. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, hey, I mean, Devin Neal, what he Big 12, I believe, Big 10.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah. Big 12.
Big 12? Yeah. So I mean, not really. I gotta study the defensive players from that conference, but I know ACC got some dogs on the defensive side of the ball, and hey, man, I've seen Hampton run through them, break their tackles. So I got Hampton all day, man.
I hear you, and thanks for joining us, man. LDBC business, Big Joe, what's going on?
Salute to the family. What's happening? What it is? What it be like? What's good with y'all?
Man, we talking about this draft class. We trying to see, if certain positions are top heavy or like a lot. Hear a lot of people say the offensive lineman draft class is top heavy.
It
And
seemed
Um,
like the whole.
quarterback.
It seemed like the whole draft is top heavy to me.
okay. I disagree with you at running back though.
I
Run
said,
run.
well, you got running back. You That's the only position. What about everything else? I mean,
Wide receiver, DB.
okay, okay. I don't know.
Salute to
Anyway,
the
salute to the family. Salute to the
team.
family.
Yep.
Hey,
What is me,
talk about
coach?
it,
What's
Big Joe.
happening?
Let's say hi.
What? No, I mean, like, I heard what y'all saying earlier about the Raiders. So let me get on the Raiders real quick. Yeah, for all y'all who don't know, I'm a former Oakland Raiders fan. So once you leave the Bay, you know what I mean, then I can't be with y'all no more. That's just how I is. Yeah, I ain't gonna be following y'all all over the place. So since that was my former team, I can speak on a little bit of Raider business. But yeah, I think the Geno Smith trade was a good pick. I mean, compared to Garner Minshew and the other guy they had, way better quarterback. Geno Smith has revitalized his career. He had a lot of success, with the Seahawks. He's a good veteran starting quarterback in the NFL. Now, can he get you to a playoff win? Maybe. Can he get you to the Super Bowl? You'd be shocked if he did. But with a guy like Geno Smith and his attitude, that would allow you to draft a Cam Ward or allow you to draft a Jalen Milrow, like who I think the Raiders are going to draft. The Raiders have the sixth pick in the draft, by the way, so Shador should be gone, but Cam should be still there. Hopefully. But yeah, Gino is going to be a guy who's going to be a good mentor for any quarterback. You can learn behind him. He's going to help bring him along. Bring him up to speed and whatnot. But if you brought in a guy like Aaron Rodgers, that's who Max Crosby wanted. Aaron Rodgers don't care about nobody but himself. Hell, he don't even care about his own team when he was on the team. So I think Geno Smith was a good trade for him. He gives you stability at the quarterback position. He's shown to be durable. He can throw a good deep ball. Now, who he gonna throw the ball to? Is another question. Do they go out there and draft a wide receiver instead of a quarterback? Because if you want to get Milrow, you can get Milrow in the second, third round. You can get you one of them good wide receivers early on with the sixth pick. Do you want to maybe bring back Devontae Adams? Do you want to sign some of the free agent wide receivers out there? Tom Brady know what he's doing. Tom Brady knows how to bring in a winning culture. So Tom gonna do his thing. But I think that was a good pick for the Raiders.
Mm. Okay. Like you said, you heard me and Coach and JB cooking on that. We agree 100%. That was very smart.
Mhm.
I'll trade Gardner Minshew for Smith any day. Um, but just want to see what everybody talking about in the chat. Big Red said sources say Pittsburgh is looking to draft Jackson Dart to be their new quarterback.
Oh
Um,
lordy.
and Brent Fox said respect Big Red. That's if Dart is available for
Oh,
round
oh.
3 or 4. We still is.
He
Jackson
will.
Jackson Dart. Hold on, hold on, hold on,
we,
hold on, hold on, hold on,
I,
hold on.
nah,
Jackson Dart over Justin Fields? Is that what we doing?
I guess so. Don't
Yeah.
do it, Pittsburgh.
I
What I'm
You got
saying,
that.
yeah, do it,
Hold on,
Pittsburgh.
hold
Do
on,
it.
shut up,
hold on,
Jared.
hold on,
Shut
hold
up.
on, hold
What
on.
the hell wrong
You
with
got
you?
that. Hold
Nah,
on. You
Pittsburgh.
got that.
I love to pick
Man,
Pittsburgh. Love it.
man, you got that young stud behind Russell Wilson who came in and helped out. He exemplifies the steal away. He did everything you asked him to do. He didn't complain. He didn't moan. He wasn't an off the field issue. He's a phenomenal talent, but you want to holler at Jackson Dart? Okay, do your thing. Hey, hey, hey,
Man, hey, that sounds like a
hey,
sucker move to me.
hey, hey,
It is.
hey,
Hey, we
hey.
ain't in the front office.
What they say? Whatever floats your boat. So hey.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, I mean, Brent Fox, unless y'all getting him to be a backup to Justin Fields, yes,
Nah.
sir, it is a sucker move. Yes, sir.
and I like what Big Red said about the how deep the draft classes are. He said it's all rumors, it's all speculation. Um, until the draft, and until like what you say, JB, until everybody put on them pads and
Mhm.
you know see if they were worth it. So yeah.
Hey, I have seen number one and number two picks get their position taken by somebody who's a fourth or fifth round, sixth round free agent. You know what I mean? I've seen guys who come in there, they're supposed to be the best thing in college, go out there and get dog walked. And the only reason why they stayed on the team is because they spent too much money on them. So
Hmm.
do you want to look wrong and cut your first round pick after camp, or do you want to look right and keep him? And then even though the walk on, or we call free agents walk on, even though the walk on is dogging and should be starting, we put too much money in my man, so yeah, we wanted to let you go. You can ask James Harrison about that because hey, he's been a free agent, bounced around. Now he became the man. There's a lot of players like that. So.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of players were especially coming out of like you said, James Harrison came coming out of Kent State. So nobody wasn't checking on him like that until he put them pads on. So yeah, and then you gotta, like you said, for y'all remember Shea McClellan from Boise State that was drafted first round for the Chicago Bears.
Mm-mm.
First, I know you ain't heard of him.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
Well,
2000, he was drafted
well,
2012. He was a pretty good outside linebacker in Boise. Um, and he was basically a bust.
well, hell, if you want to, man, I hate throwing this brother. I like this brother too, but if you want to say somebody more with a bigger name, you can say Vernon Golston. Vernon
From Ohio
Golston coming out of
State.
Ohio State, he was supposed to be a dog. I mean, he had the tape, he had the combine bench press 225, damn near 40 times, running 4.344 with 20 some inch biceps, explosive, 40-inch vertical. Go out there on the field and can't even play.
Nah, hey, every time I hear that Big Joe, I always think of Mike Mamula. He is supposed to be this Hall of Famer. This boy just
Mm.
blew the combine away. This boy made one all protein. One. I'm like, bro, his combine numbers was through the roof. He was supposed to be based on his combine numbers, he was supposed to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Come on, man. So that's why you can't go by the combine strictly.
Hey, I mean, Nobody want to say it, but Trevor Lawrence has turned into that. But my bad. Go ahead. I won't say nothing. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, that's what it's looking like, man. But it's
That man got paid and everything.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But salute to J Bar, salute the family in chat. Always support, and appreciate you. But let's move on, y'all. But yeah, man, this draft, and I know there's countless of players we forgot to talk about, like the wide receiver from Mizzou, Luther Burden the third. I'm expecting him to be a dog because he Mike Green from Marshall, that
Hey,
edge.
hey, Jared, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Since somebody threw Jackson Dart out there, word on the curb is Will Howard didn't have the best combine showing. You dig what I'm saying? So if y'all had to
I'm
pick,
not surprised.
if y'all had to pick between Jackson Dart and Will Howard, who y'all gonna pick?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Mm.
Yeah,
Sure about that?
I
Sure about
agree.
that?
I agree.
You always pick the quarterback that can run. If you slow and you can't throw, then you just a sitting duck. I'd rather have a quarterback. We can work on get your accuracy a little bit. Hell, to be quiet as Kevin Lamar didn't have the best accuracy, but it wasn't as bad as people was trying to make it out to be. Uh, but and he, now he's breaking records and stuff. But with Darton, if he studies and is true to his craft, he can get better as a thrower. We've seen quarterbacks do it, and the boy can fly, so that's a plus. Will Howard, he can scramble a little bit, but I'm not.
He,
He's supposed to be
he
a
did what
pocket
he did.
quarterback.
He did win the national championship.
So,
So
hey,
did Troy Smith.
oh,
Wow.
Oh, say that again.
Hell.
I said, so did Troy Smith.
Yeah,
Oh
but
man.
they switched Troy Smith position.
Oh, that's cold. Shout out to Troy Smith.
I like Troy Smith. He was shout out to the backup quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, sir.
I think he was. I mean, he got put in that class as a running quarterback and everything, but
Hmm.
and he went, and I did remember he got to start with San Francisco for a little bit and had a little bit of success under our boy Mike Singletary. Can't win with him. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
Mike
But
Singletary. Shout out to Mike. I know Mike Singletary personally. Shout out to Mike Singletary. Good brother. Good Christian brother.
hey, Big Red, thank you, man. Hey, this article that Big Red just sent me through Discord, it's confirmed the Steelers, and this is just an article. Disclaimer: the Steelers
Mm.
reportedly interested in drafting polarizing quarterback, which is that Jackson Dart.
Hey, that sounds dandy. I guess Jackson Dart reminds him a lot of Ben Roethlisberger. I guess So you know, hell, they had Mason Rudolph. What happened to him?
And
You
just
know.
just to and just to add to what JB is saying, Big Joe, about national championship quarterbacks being drafted. Jared Sabransky won a national championship. What happened to him?
hey, Shorty Stinson Bennett. We saw what happened to him. He took a mental health break. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, hey,
I was sick. I was sick to my stomach. Speaking of rumors, they was talking about in between the Lamar Jackson negotiation. This is when we was playing stupid and act like we wasn't gonna pay him. We had stupid Raiders fans telling, "Yeah, let him go and draft Stetson Bennett." I said, I will never watch another Ravens game again if y'all do that stupid bullshit.
Stinson Bennett. Hey, bro. Shout out to Stinson Bennett. Man. But hey, I just brought that up because everybody talks about having a winning culture. You bring in somebody who knows how to win and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Jackson Dart may have a better arm and more talented, but he throw interceptions.
Yeah, he does.
But to me, Will Howard reminds me a lot of Brock Purdy.
It's
You know what I
it's
mean?
it's,
You
it's
plug
the
it. Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I'm interrupting you. Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm saying like you can get like Will Howard. I don't think he's reached his ceiling. A lot of times when you draft players, you want to know, okay, have they reached their potential yet, or do they still got room? Will Howard still got room to grow. I think Jackson Dart reached his potential already. I think he peaked out in
Man,
college.
and you just making a good point. But every player deserves love to see what they can do. See if they gonna progress and
Mhm.
get better.
For
And
sure.
you see they tried it with Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow was a dog in college.
Hey,
We
hey,
ain't never seen nothing like him. You know what I'm saying? He was
hey.
supposed to be the first Cam Newton, but he just can't
Nah,
throw.
I say I knew Tim Tebow
Yeah,
couldn't throw. I knew Tim couldn't throw. Hey, I'm done.
yeah. Cam Newton. Nah, that sounds like some lofty praise. I mean, he might have been he might have been that guy
Cameron
oh,
Jarrell Newton at that. Yes,
for
sir.
real.
Yeah.
He might have been that guy
I
in
mean,
college, but he was trash. I mean, don't get me wrong. You
oh man.
Let Skip Bayless tell
Oh
it. He
man.
was supposed to be the best thing saying sliced bread, and he a better athlete than LeBron James, but that's another story for another day.
Oh man,
Hey,
nah, Skip was
and
on that bull.
I remember when they said Jimmy Clausen was a high school LeBron James or whatever. What happened to Jimmy Clausen?
That dude was trash. So I
Hey, bro,
mean, to
I'm just
me,
saying. I'm just
Will
saying.
Howard fall in that category, man. The Jimmy Clausen.
Hey,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just asking.
Good.
I'm just saying. I thought Bo Nix wasn't gonna be nothing. I had to eat crow and apologize. So
Me
I'm
too.
just
Right.
asking.
We don't know.
I'm just asking.
That's why.
Hey,
That's why. Well, we discussing it, brother. These
hey,
quarterbacks do deserve a look. Clausen has his chance. Now he know he
Brady
can't play
Quinn.
worth two dead fly smash. You know what I'm saying? Brady
oh
Quinn.
no. Ooh, Brady Quinn. Good lord. Yeah.
Uh,
I know.
Tim Couch.
Tim-
Oh, Colt McCoy. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Colt McCoy. Lord have mercy. Shout out to Colt
You know what
McCoy.
I'm saying? I
Achilles
mean, and
Smith.
then brothers. Oh, why you do Keelan like that, man? He ain't do
Man,
nothing to you.
man,
No, I ain't gonna
come
lie,
on,
bro.
bro. Man,
Hey,
we
they put
we're
that
not talking about the brothers now, though. We talking
well,
about
that's
the
what I'm
motherfucker. Come
saying.
on, man.
They
Oh
put
my
him,
bad. I was
they
Come
put
on,
him
man.
in a trash situation, bro. That boy had no shot to make it. Hell, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah.
you. I think if you'd have put I think if you'd have put Peyton Manning in that situation, I don't think he would have made it, Javier.
so you
Man,
trying to
let me
say
tell you how bad. Go ahead, Jared.
they did him like David Carr? They put him
Oh,
in Houston,
that
Yeah.
was ugly. That was ugly.
Houston Texans. Yeah, they did that boy wrong. It was no offensive
Woo,
line, no offensive line.
man.
Man, hey,
Hey, man.
I bet you he
David
walking
Carr still he's still flinching to this day.
out but to say he walking down the street now and looking to see somebody get ready to hit him, you feel?
Yeah, I ain't lying.
Damn. But let me tell you, man, Coach is who. Let me tell you how bad
Oh, go
that
ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Cincinnati Bengals team was with Keely Smith. The great Dylan Corey Dillon said
Mm.
versus the Raiders. He said, "I'm not going back in offensive line entry." Corey Dillon was a dog, bro. And Corey Dillon versus the one of the best defenses we ever seen said, "I'm not going back in." He told his coach, "Kiss my ass. I'm not going back in." And then Kelly Smith was getting destroyed. Destroyed. Whew, man, that was nasty.
Mm.
We,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
But just circling back to the draft class, man. With you going to talk about the quarterbacks, man. Yeah, that's definitely I would say if anybody's top heavy, it's definitely the quarterback class. We
ooh,
don't know
I just see two, bro. I just see two, man, and it's like
who's your two.
you could what you mean?
Say
Come
it,
on,
nigga. Say it. Come on,
you know that, bro.
say it.
Cam Newton,
Sanders and
Shador
Ward,
Sanders.
bro.
Cam and Shador.
Okay.
Man,
That's
what
it.
you mean, bro?
That's it.
And
Hey,
then
hey, yo.
everybody else is you rolling the dice. You can't. I don't even see a Bo Nix in this group, bro.
I don't know. I think Miro could be that guy if you work with him for a balance.
Uh, Milrow could be the Bo
I
Nix
didn't
of
say
his
he was
group.
wrong.
We hating on Milrow?
Hey,
That's we doing?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Bro,
I
bro,
do.
them last couple of games gave me bad taste in my mouth.
come
Man.
Yeah,
on.
JB, I think you're tripping, bro. I think if you could get him in like third, fourth round and you work with him, I think he could be that guy.
That's what I
Bro,
was saying. He is a bona fide Raider draft pick. He exemplifies everything else the Raiders. He's athletic, he's talented, he's fast. He got a little edge to him, but he's gonna need work.
I,
That was a typical Raider player. He's gonna go to the Raiders, or he look like he may be a Steeler.
I agree, bro. I agree. I agree. Yeah,
But
I
we are
think you can
talking
get him
about
in the
the
later
Raiders,
round.
man. You know they know.
Uh,
You know,
Hey,
uh, they love them 4-2, 4-1
hey, I'm just
athletes, and
saying.
then they
Cuz
wreck it.
gonna run a 4-3. He gonna run a 4-3 now.
Like Johnny Lee Higgins and
Yeah.
what's your boy? They drafted dang, I'm missing his name, man. He was fast as hell
Yep, and he
for the
didn't.
Raiders all them years. What's his name? Dang,
I just want to know what happened to Paxton Lynch.
damn.
That's another one.
I'm not. I'm
He
just
was
curious.
6'7". No,
What
Paxton
happened?
Lynch was like six.
What happened to Osweiler? What happened
Uh,
to him?
Them dudes was tall and
Hey,
couldn't throw.
hey,
Like
hey.
how you see over everybody. They owe quarterbacks 5'11", 6 foot an apology. Cause how them dudes can see over everybody and still can't throw. Damn.
Hey, well, this is the last one I'm gonna say. I knew he wasn't gonna be nothing, but everybody was trying to hype him up, and he's the next best thing, and he's the best quarterback in this draft. Everybody, how's Will Levis doing? Will Levis, anybody? How
the
he doing?
Mayo
Terrell,
man.
How Will Levis doing? Hey,
I,
he went to Kentucky, so I gotta say something crazy. I'm just saying, So, but what's going on with Will Levis?
yeah, they
Will,
shit on my boy in Tennessee, Malik Willis. Everybody was quick
yeah.
to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? But and Will Levels was that dude. Will Levels was turf fried dog shit. Dog doodle.
Dang, dang, JB.
I'm just saying, bro.
Just keep
Like,
it real.
I seen it coming. I said, watch Malik Willis go to a competent group that know how to coach. Shout out to the Green Bay Packers. And then when that couple of games when Jalen Love was out, man, he showed his ass. I said that's the dude I expected from coming out of Liberty.
Oh man, Terrell Pryor, Big Red
Yeah, they
Raider
didn't get
fan.
Terrell.
Terrell
Oh,
Pryor.
hey, look, y'all, come on, everybody in the chat. We ain't talking about us now. We talking about them other folk. Come on now. We talking about
But
them
Yeah,
you
other
know
folk.
what? Actually,
Come on now.
Terrell Pryor wasn't that bad. I think this is before. This
It
is
was
before
The RPO, yeah, RPO, yeah.
the this is before Cam started to get over. This is before the Lamar Jacksons and RG3s. Man, they didn't really. He was drafted to the team that didn't really.
he
Um,
got he got drafted to the Raiders actually.
they didn't. Use him to his strengths. They tried to make him into a pocket quarterback. And then, the San Francisco 49ers and the Redskins a little bit showed you how it's done to do what you need to do with those type of quarterbacks. But
didn't
no, I take that back. Not the Washington Redskins. They got RG3 hurt. But so it was really the San Francisco 49ers that showed you what you were supposed to do with Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? So
but
I think he fit that mold.
didn't they take Terrell Pryor and move him to wide receiver at some point?
Yeah, he
Yep.
was he played a little bit too. He wasn't that bad at wide receiver.
You know who else did the same thing, but nobody ever speaks on his name. Remember an Arkansas quarterback named Matt Jones.
Yep, I
Yep.
remember.
And
Yeah,
then
Matt
last time
Jones.
I heard about him, they found him in a car cutting up cocaine with a credit card. But after that, nobody speak on him no more.
Damn.
I'm just
Well,
saying. Hey,
actually, I was gonna say Scott Frost before him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be a little young for
hey.
Scott Frost,
Oh, I
man.
know Scott Frost.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went to
I
Nebraska.
know
I
Scott
know.
Frost.
Yeah,
quarterback from Nebraska, but they moved him to DB, and he was a good special teams player.
I
yeah.
believe it's Madden '04. If you scroll down to the 40, 50 overalls, you'll see Scott Frost. Yeah, I remember.
Man, he said 40 or 50.
The only successful, the only successful, great college quarterback that made a transition was who was that wide receivers slot wide receiver Edelman. Edelman was a dog at quarterback and he became a great slot wide receiver.
Yeah,
But I think Julian went to the. I think Julian Edelman was blessed because he went to the New England Patriots, which he went to one of the best coaches in the league. No, ever.
Mm.
Because I think Julian fall under that same category with the Terrell Pryor, where he can play multiple positions because he's skilled like that. But
yeah,
he
he
went, like
athletic
you
freak.
said,
Yeah,
he went to the Raiders. He went to the Terrell Pryor went to the Raiders, and Julian went to the
Hey,
and JB, that wide
Patriots.
receiver you talking about that was drafted and was fast was 86 Ghost and Big Red said it. Darius Hayward Bay.
Yeah,
Darius
yeah,
Hayward Bay.
but
yeah.
hold up, JB.
Darius Hayward Bay.
You say one of the greatest coaches of all time. He might be
Yeah,
one of the defensive coordinators of all time because when he was the Giants and they won a Super Bowl, he was a dog. But he
yeah.
didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing in Cleveland. He didn't even want the Jets job
Mm.
until I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, until a fatal hit by a quarterback, getting smacked by a savage linebacker. I don't know. If it wouldn't have been for Brady, I don't think we'll be talking about him in that regard because he was on
I,
his way to losing that job too to keep it a buck.
I can't agree or disagree with you right now. You know,
You talking
he's
about
the head
agree?
coach of the UNC Tar Heels, so I'm playing bias right now too. So
Oh,
I know you know you right. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So as of right now, he's the best coach that ever coached right now. So
Shout out to
yeah,
Bill Belichick. He definitely know how to appeal to the younger audience. You dig what I'm saying? To the younger
oh, see
crowd. You
there,
dig what
y'all.
I'm saying? So,
He, he like.
what? I say something? What? Huh?
Hey, yeah, you got a young little tenderoni, you know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
all
I'm
I give
dead.
a damn about is
Low
he make UNC football
boy,
relevant. If he don't,
he's 75 and she's 24. What they gonna talk about? TikTok videos?
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
hey,
Hello Kitty?
you know what he probably saying is, hey, you young and you
She
fine.
probably make good oatmeal. I don't know. You know, he just shoot.
Make my oatmeal the way I like it with a little brown sugar on it, little blueberries. Yes, sir. Okay, I got you.
Put some hell.
Yeah.
Shit, we don't know.
Hey. All I know is he went to the daddy first, and the daddy said it's cool. So hey, it is what it is.
That is.
Hey.
If you get to
Ain't no,
what they say on Coming to America, y'all, if you get through the daddy, you home free.
hey, wait. You
Hey,
like, huh?
hey,
Should my daughter date some riffraff knucklehead, or should he go? Should she go suck off Bill Belichick? Welcome to the family, Bill. Come on in here, Bill. Come on in here. Let me see them rings again. Yeah, yeah.
That
Hey,
is.
hey, yo,
yeah,
I wanted that Bill put his rings on the table like Nick Saban be recruiting.
probably.
hey,
Right.
you see where it got Steve Minato, huh?
Hey, hey,
Once
hey,
Saban got out quick, didn't he? When they
Yeah.
started
hey.
paying the players.
Oh well, y'all heard his explanation, right? Why he stopped coaching? You heard that, right? It had nothing to do with the NIL. Remember, he said he couldn't relate to these kids anymore because it's not about football no more. It's only about business now. It's not
I
football no
bet.
more.
I bet them kids. Most of them kids in there starving, eating ramen noodles and Vienna sausages, and
Hey,
they jerseys people who selling their jerseys, the
hey,
universities
hey,
and stores making millions off these kids. Man, get out of here, man.
hey, Jared, you tell me them $500 handshakes ain't good no more? Is that what you saying? You saying them $1,000 handshakes don't work? You mean if I park this car right here and you take off with it, that don't work no more?
No,
See,
it
there
don't.
you
'Cause a
go.
lot of these kids and saw their uncle, and a lot of these kids, man, they uncles and they big cousins and they dads played in the NFL, and they saw what happened to them. You know what I mean? So you gotta come stronger than that. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
hey,
saying.
Yeah, I mean,
hey,
hey,
we ain't living in the program days no more. See, he scared it off when he don't have that competitive advantage no more. So, and
Yeah,
not only
you
that,
got to do better.
you ain't got a
Go ahead, coach.
you ain't got a third string 5-star player. That 5-star player that was third string, he said, "The hell with that. He going somewhere else now to get him a bag."
mhm.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna go to Missouri where I can start, or I'm gonna go over here to I'm gonna go to UTEP or something where I can play right now. Yeah,
yep.
kids
Mm-hmm.
ain't waiting no more.
Nope.
You got to do
Oh,
better than doing the what you sent me the couple of weeks ago, Joe. You got to do better than just doing the electric slide the parents' living room. You got to do better than that. You got to come off that paper.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't come in here, sit on the couch, pat you on your leg, talk about how you a great addition to the university, and if your son comes to this university, he gonna get a great education, and that I'll make sure I'll take good care of him like he's my son. Pat you on the leg some more, and say how we gonna get you in here, we're gonna get you going, and mama, I swear he gonna get his education. Da da da. We love you. Da da da. So you get on campus. Line up on a motherfucking line. Line your sorry ass up. Yeah. It changes like that. So yeah. That don't work no more. That don't work no more. You ain't Joseph no more. Hey, 94, get your ass on the line. You big sorry piece of shit. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
like
Hey.
like old boy said in the program. He was like, "Hold up, what happened to the band and dancing honeys and all that y'all did to get me here?"
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, we
But
got you now. Yeah, you just another
yeah.
worthless makeshift freshman."
Yeah. 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 What happened to the threesome on the recruiting trip? What happened? Yeah, that shit gone now. Yeah. Now they're doing threesome for another recruit next week. I'm just saying.
Your
Yeah.
ass better be at practice at 7 o'clock a.m. That's
No,
all
no,
they
we
know.
got no, we got 6 a.m. run. Y'all better be on the line at 5:55. And if anybody is
Excuse me.
late, and if anybody is late, we all running.
Facts.
Yeah, telling you. But fellas, wrapping up this draft class segment, man. is there is there anything lasting words y'all want to
Man,
say
you been
before
trying to
we
wrap this up for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Let
uh,
me just go ahead and just move on before we. All right, let's talk about it. Relationship
what
troubles
about
off.
so and so? Oh no, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Yeah, uh, relationship troubles off the field. Now, Ben Cleveland, offensive guard for the Baltimore Ravens, he's divorcing his girlfriend, or excuse me, his girlfriend, his
Fiance.
wife, he's splitting with his fiance because he found out that she has been unfaithful.
No,
Also,
I think it's his wife. I think it's his wife. I think it's his wife. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
let me get it right. Let me get it right. So basically, his significant other was found being unfaithful, so he's calling it quits with her. And also, just recently, and thanks to Big Joe, he had the story right. Xavier Worthy, who got arrested because his girlfriend called the police on him after he basically sicked a private investigator on her and found out she's been cheating. So when Xavier Worthy broke the news to her that he does no longer want to be with her, she called the police on the young brother. So, Coach, I'm going to you first. I'm going to get want to get your opinion. Uh, what 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 is your advice for these young players getting into relationships, and then they got to handle being a first round pick, or not even a first round pick, just being drafted in general, and then the person that was along for the ride, supposed to be along for the ride, acting a damn fool. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I mean, they're human beings too. Like many individuals say, life is life, and even for them. So, you know, just use Travis Hunter for example. You know, his nose was wide open with the young lady, and he was willing to marry her, but people kept coming out with all these receipts, and pretty much he had to let her go because the handwriting was on the wall. I think if I had a son or a nephew, and they were going to be like a high first round draft pick, and they were going to get millions of dollars, I'm gonna be truthful. I would say if I was you, son or nephew, whatever the case may be, I wouldn't get married until my playing days and playing career is over. And not only that, but I would try to loyalty test whoever you did decide to marry. And I don't know if y'all saw this, but I saw this on social media. This was a crazy story. This guy had a girlfriend, and they had been together for 4 years. And he just got a job making 300,000 a year, like a tech job. And they were struggling, but she realized it's better to struggle and only have to pay a portion of the bills than to struggle and be by myself. So she stayed with him the whole 4 years. So the friend was like, man, I got this new job. I want to propose to my fiance, but I don't know if she if the roles were reversed, I don't know if she would be loyal. And he was like, well, let's just put it through a loyalty test. So I'm thinking in the back of my mind, all right, this easy to see a mile away what is coming. They just gonna have the friend step to her and see if she loyal. They didn't do that. They went in another direction. What they did was they got a fake lottery ticket to make her think that she won $500,000, right? So he got two tickets. I guess he bought a real ticket and he got the fake ticket. And he said, hey, I stopped and got a ticket on the way home for woo. So he switched the real ticket he had and he took it and he gave her the fake ticket that she won. And he was like, so he hit the friend back, and basically she didn't even acknowledge it. Like she didn't say, hey, we won this, we won that. The friend told him off the rip. He was like, if she said, hey, we won, woo, she with you. But if she break up with you or she leave or whatever, then it's a problem. So what the chick ended up doing was she didn't end up acknowledging it at all. And then a few days later, she ended up basically saying that, hey, she has to visit her sick aunt or somewhat, a sick family member in New York, and it was a different part of the country that they actually lived in. So he was like, well, what you need to do is you need to get access to her phone to see what she doing. And basically, she was texting her sister or someone saying that, hey, she won $500,000. She gonna break up with him. She gonna say she going to New York, and she just gonna leave him and not come back. And I'm like, what? So just to make a long story short, what ended up happening was she said she ended up going to New York to see whoever it was, and then she broke up with him via text message, and woo. And I don't know. I don't think she tried to cash in the ticket. The way she found out that it was a fake ticket was she found out via social media. Evidently, somebody knew all parties involved. She followed the guy who like a big time social media influencer, and so the friend was like, "Look, don't block her right away. Uh, let her say what she gotta say, whatever. Do what you gotta
Right.
do, and then break up with her." But he was like, before she even get back, because she coming back, she gonna try to beg her way back, plead her way back, whatever. He was like, move everything, take all your stuff, leave, and just leave the apartment that y'all living in together, whatever. Because she was a substitute teacher, and she hated that. She just kind of wanted to be taken care of. So by the time she got back to town, He had moved all his stuff, whatever the case may be, and he blocked it after that. After he moved, he blocked her, and he wouldn't accept her text messages or phone calls, none of that. And basically, she couldn't get at him, so she got at the friend. And basically, she was like, "That's effed up for you to play with people's lives and this, that, and the third, and whoop de whoop de whoop." He was like, "Look, I didn't know you was gonna fail a loyalty test. He thought, hey, his friend was gonna hit him back, say, all right, hey, she said we won, and I'm gonna propose to her, we get married, and I'm making this 300K. She ain't gonna have to work no more." Because he was gonna tell her like, hey, you don't have to work no more. And come to find out, she failed a loyalty test. And truthfully speaking, if more guys put their wives or girlfriends through loyalty tests before actually marrying them, a lot of these relationships wouldn't, these couples wouldn't make it. And in addition to that, besides just the loyalty test, a lot of these chicks have babies. If they had mandatory paternity testing, where you have to test the paternity child, a lot of these guys are not the pappy. So at the end of the day,
Not the
I
pappy.
don't think it's a reflection of just the women in this country. I think it's a reflection of the westernized, Americanized society that we live in. I don't think necessarily women are inherently bad. I think it's just the environment we live in, the culture we live in. I mean, like we said yesterday on the black man's perspective, in the 50s and the 60s, women, it was more, this country was built more on a nuclear family in that day and time, whereas now is, hey, modern, we living in modern day Babylon. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah here, with the way people live.
Okay. That was well. Love. I need to watch that video myself, man. I do. Um,
In
big.
fact, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hey, I think I texted it to myself. I liked it or whatever. I think I'm gonna send it to you in
Yeah,
week after next. We're gonna have to do a reaction to that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Big Joe, I'm coming to you. What's your opinion on this relationship troubles off the field, and what advice do you got for these young boys that's coming into money and thinking they wife or significant other is down for them? Then surprise, surprise.
Gotcha. But yeah, no, to update you on the Xavier Worthy story. So from my understanding, there's no charges getting pressed against him because the truth has come out that, he did catch his girl cheating. He hired a private, well, he would go play, away games and somebody said, "Hey, yo, your girl out here stepping out on you." So he hired a private investigator and told her, "You need to leave my house." He been trying to get her to leave his house for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, she would not leave. And then one day she attacked him, pulled a clunk of his hair out, but when the police come to a DV call, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna arrest the man instead of the woman. Unless the man has been stabbed, busted lip or whatnot, and unless that's happened, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna arrest the man on GP. That's just how it goes. But yeah, so no charges for Xavier Worthy. I know his mugshot been all over the place, so the man's innocent. But yeah, for young brothers,
Joe, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I want to ask you one quick question. I gotta
hmm
ask: is she a snow bunny?
no, she black.
Oh, wow, that's shocking.
No, she's sister. No, she's sister.
Oh, okay.
There's more brothers with sisters than white women. They just always
Yeah,
showcase
yeah,
the brothers. No, I mean, that was a showcase of RG3 kind of guys. But there's a lot of brothers out there who got black women.
man. Yeah, I'm glad a lot of them sticking with their own race.
Yes, sir. But hey, regardless of the race or not, a woman is a woman, and they gonna do what they gonna do regardless. So but yeah, well, as far as some game, it's a little different now for the young fellas because if you're a player getting some NIL money, you getting your pick of the litter. If you're already a college player, you're already getting your pick of the litter. And then if you getting 300,000, 400,000, oh yeah, you got a Maybach in college. Oh yeah, you definitely gonna get what you want, what you need. But unless you have a high school sweetheart, or somebody you met early on in college, unless you got that going to the NFL, is more important for you to focus on your career, solidify yourself as an NFL player, learn the playbook, learn the schemes, learn whatever you need to do to get yourself going. Because a lot of times women can be distraction, women can be headaches, and a lot of times, like you said, you don't really know who you can and cannot trust when you become a high profile player. But now, if you got the NIL money, you kind of get to see what it is, But I always advise young athletes because I used to train athletes and get ready for the NFL Combine. I did that for about 4 or 5 years. I always told them unless you got somebody who's been down with you since high school, you might want to chill out, because the days of just you get an $800 scholarship check and she just making meals for you and all that kind of stuff, them days is over with. When you get 300, $400,000, they with you because you really that man on campus. So, and I always tell young brothers, you are a business. If you feel like your lady, who's you can look at her as your employee, because any woman next to you, she represents your company. Any woman standing next to Xavier Worthy, she represents Xavier Worthy LLC. If you don't think that your employee is representing your company the way it needs to be, then you need to terminate your employee before she brings down the value of your business. So a lot of brothers don't understand that you are a business, you are a walking billboard, and anything that you say or what somebody else do, will be held against you. So all brothers, I feel like again, unless you're a high school sweetheart, I know, for example, like Saquon Barkley, he's been with his girl since Penn State. She may not be the best looker, but they've been together since Penn State. Another example was Kobe Bryant. He was with his chick early, super early on in his career. So unless it's something like that, because most NFL guys that I know, they out there, having fun, regardless if they married or not. So if you're gonna be having fun, it's cheaper to just be by yourself than to be in a relationship out there acting a fool. Because when it go bad, you're gonna have your mugshot on the front page of news. So um, and then next thing you know, the team gonna release you. Next thing you know, you're gonna be all over the place, and by the time the truth comes out, you didn't miss your opportunity to sign a big contract, and now you ain't played for a year or two because you had a scorned woman, to ruin your reputation. So this has been happening for a long time in sports. I think the person that did it the right way was Derek Jeter. His whole career he wasn't married, he was having fun, and then when he was done playing, then he got married. Because we see a lot of players who get married while they're playing. Soon as they're done playing, their wives get divorced, and then they take all their earnings. So it's a tough way to go about it. But I understand you want somebody in your corner, you want somebody you can depend on and whatnot. But you know, at the end of the day, ain't nothing more important than your career. And I'm all for man focusing on your career, doubling and quadrupling your money. You know what I mean? And then once you do that, you always can get whatever you want anyway. So the less distractions you have, the more you can reach your full potential. So I'm glad Xavier Worthy has cleared his name. But players out there, be careful. You are a business, and if your lady is now about you and helping you grow your business, then she ain't the one for you. Because if you're dating an IG model or a girl who posing selfies on IG, then she ain't gonna be there for you when time get hard because she's selfish anyway.
Well said. Well said. And just to confirm what you were saying, JB, we was wondering if as far as being Cleveland was his lady, a wife or fiance. It was his wife actually. They were married in 2022. So going to you, JB. What's your opinion?
Well, I mean, hey, coaching and town just cooked, so we're gonna just let that stay on the grill as far as what they said. Now, town just gave you more details on the Xavier Worthy situation. As far as the Ben Cleveland situation, um, that may be the reason why he wasn't playing. You know, up to his potential uh, this year. Because I know stuff like that been can mess with your mental. So I mean, I hope these brothers, get in a better situation. Um, Hopefully, in the future they get better, partners as far as the women they need to be with. And the key word I said they need to be with, not they should be with. So as far as me being a Ravens fan, I just feel sorry for Ben Cleveland as well as Xavier Worthy. I think the Chiefs are gonna hopefully the Chiefs do the right situation as far as Worthy, but as for Ben, I know for a fact Ben Cleveland lost his position to Daniel Falele. Even though I think he should have been starting over Falele. I think he got more upside than Falele, but um, this may has been the reason, you know. Um, but as far as that, man, we just as men in general, we just got to be, athletes or, you know, I don't care what part of the financial bracket you fall up under. You just gotta do a better job as picking your mate. As far as what wife you're trying to pick, that's another show.
All right, and then there's some men out there that's saying it. Well, young men, even young men, are saying it's easier said than done. Well, if nothing, the women that you dating or you dealing with, for a fact you're not gonna have around you long. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't put yourself in a position where it's gonna cost you. If you don't want kids with this woman, don't put yourself in a position where you have kids with the woman you don't trust, or this you didn't really want.
Just sad situation, man. That brothers and um got to go through this, especially
Men
football.
in
I
general,
know
yeah.
regular dudes just going through worse. So better that they. I mean, Xavier Worthy did the correct thing as far as getting investigation person into it just to verify that he ain't crazy. And Ben Cleveland is doing the right thing as far as he's seeing something, he's acting on it. He's not letting it fester. And you know, a lot of dudes don't want to be alone, so they'll hold on to you know people that don't need to be there. So
That's true.
kudos to these guys, and uh, and I pray that they get in better situation, as I stated.
Yeah, well, at least they finding out now. That's one thing I can
True.
say. At least they finding out now where their relationship stands, so they won't be out the league, and God forbid have any financial issues, and then the woman leave them. That's even worse. So at least they finding out now where their significant other stand. But moving on, man. Anybody else want to have anything else to say or regarding the situation?
No, sir.
All right. I forgot to make a slide regarding the uh, the the news as far as the signings, but it's okay. I'm just gonna freestyle it. So, those of you don't know, if your ball club was hoping Myles Garrett will be signed to your team, no longer. Will that be possible? Myles Garrett uh, agree with the Browns, or yeah, Browns agree on contract extension to make him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
He
And it's,
deserved it, man.
yeah,
Especially being with the Browns.
yeah, and the deal ended up being average annual salary of $40 million over 4 years, includes 123.5 million in guarantee of money.
I'm sad that he's not a Raven, and but just bad for him. Just another 4 or 5 years with the Browns getting their ass whooped. So I'm glad he got his money though.
Yeah,
Man, a lot of those guys worry about their bag. They ain't really worried about playing for a championship. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you could get both, in a perfect world, you'd get both. But in most instances, you would ask the guy, hey, if you had to take a 5, $10 million pay cut or $20 million less over the course of your contract and play for a Super Bowl or get your bag, what you prefer? I'm gonna keep it a buck. You putting your body through a lot. I'd rather the money, me personally.
I hear you, and a lot of players have that mindset as well. Uh, but shout out to Myles Garrett. Big Joe, what's your opinion on Myles Garrett now, the highest paid defensive end or non quarterback player?
Shout out to Myles Garrett. I mean, he threw some bait out there by saying, "Hey, I ain't trying to be here no more. And I ain't got time to deal with this. I'm tired of losing. Y'all ain't doing nothing. I ain't never got no quarterback. We suck. This and this. Myles Garrett, we gonna make it the highest paid quarterback, non-quarterback. We give you $40 million a year. You know what? I like Cleveland, man. This is no man. Cleveland is where I want to be. So hey, at the end of the day, he's, at the end of the day, he's getting compensated as as a defensive player of the year. The Browns are standing behind him. I heard that Deshaun Watson restructured his quarterback to give him some more cap space and whatnot. But Cleveland is gonna be Cleveland. Because let's not forget, but Joe Thomas was there for a long time. Hall of Famer. He ain't win nothing. Everybody was trying to win it for Joe, but the Browns was garbage then. They're gonna be garbage now. But it's a lot better to deal with that garbage when you get paid $40 million a year. Now after you pay taxes and the jockey tax and all that, it probably go around to maybe about between 20 and $32 million a year. But still, you can sleep a whole lot better. And a guy like Myles Garrett, from my understanding, he's not a flashy guy. He don't wear a lot of jewelry. He's a very artistic guy. So he ain't gonna be out there with 10 Lamborghinis and whatnot. He's a very very cool regular guy. So shout out to him. I'm glad he got paid what he's worth. But you know, I guess you don't mind losing now if you're getting paid 40 million.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad he got his money. Um,
Oh, one other
Go
thing
ahead.
I want to point out, Joe. I didn't know, Cam Newton brought it up on his podcast. You playing NFL, you making all this money. You have to pay taxes in each state you play in. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's a jockey tax. Yeah, every state you play in, you have to pay taxes on there. Yeah, because you're an employee. As an employee, you got to pay tax in every state that you work in. Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. They just think that the casuals, as far as just not into the NFL salary and stuff. A lot of people think that all those players get all that money. No, no, they don't.
Well, I mean, I knew at that point you in like the 40, 49, 50% tax bracket. So I already knew that off the rip. But I didn't know you
Mm.
played taxes in every single state you played in. I wasn't aware of that.
Ab-
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, they do. And Queen 71 said they need to go back to the days when the athletes had handlers who would be a buffer between the players and the chicks and the fans. Yeah, that's what they try to have that. Queen 71, like they have they'll
NFL
try to.
symposium,
Yeah, and they even have
rookie symposium every year.
right, and the some certain, not every franchise NFL team or franchise, but they'll try to hire um
Security.
not like security, but people that'll try to give advice. You know what I mean, to the players about financial and even females and that may be gold diggers or whatever the case may be.
Well,
But they try to have that, but it's not.
well,
Some people want what they want, and they got to find out the hard way.
I mean, perfect example. Everybody got on Deion Sanders for it, but when Deion brought Brittany Renner in to talk to his team, that was a smart move because
I thought that was brilliant.
It
every
was.
play in there want to holler at Brittany Renner. She telling you, look, I'm gonna scam you. I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna hustle you. Da, da, da. She telling the truth. You know what I mean? So which is why you got what's old girl name Drea Michelle, who's with the 21-year-old dude, the same dude that's same old as her son, who they signed a big $100-something million contract. They out there.
Yeah,
You know, but to what y'all saying about the rookie symposium, yeah, Queen. I mean, they don't do that no more, really, because the players don't care. The
Yeah,
players don't
he
listen.
put
They be in their sleep on the phone. They don't care. You know what I mean? 'Cause when you young and whatnot, you want what you want, and what everybody say. Well, sometimes you got to bump your own head. Well, sometimes you ain't got to. If somebody tell you what it is, then you ain't got to bump your head. If there's a killer down the street and I tell you, hey man, don't go down the street, there's a killer. Man, I don't believe you. Find out for myself. And you get your head knocked off. Well, hey, it's too late now.
that's too
You
late.
know, but that's just when you young, you got money, and again, a lot of these guys they get money in college with the NIL now, which is also making them teach them financial literacy and taking financing classes, so they're a little more equipped to deal with that when they get to the league now, because there's kind of making them mandated to do that. But yeah, I mean, hell, perfect example is Von Miller. Von Miller's with the same. He got the same chick pregnant twice who put a DV case out on him, almost ruined his career, and got back with her and got her pregnant. And she was a stripper at Floyd Mayweather's Girl Collection Club, and he
See,
still
that's
went
that
back
new
to it
dog.
after she. I'm
That's
just
that
saying,
new
there's a
dog.
lot. I know. I know so many brothers in the NFL. Hey, hey. Hey, it is what it is. They like what they like. So it's
Yeah,
unfortunate, but you got new fools and old fools.
that's true.
So
That's true.
these dudes got attributes like Hercules, but got a brain like a snail. That's a damn shame, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Where,
The
where you
general.
think that? Where? And I ain't mean to cut you off, coach. But
No, you
where
good,
y'all
bro.
think the term "dumb jock" come from?
Yeah.
Not all of them, but unfortunately, that stereotype when it comes to
I
athletes
don't think
is
that like
true.
they. I
It's
just
certain
think that
please.
like when it comes to the flesh, they just make bad decisions. That's
Well,
you know what I'm
well,
saying.
well, well, I'll put it to you this way. Obviously I've been there and whatnot. A lot of the players, all they know is football. Let's be real. A lot of the guys, they come from the hood or they come from impoverished environments or whatnot. All they know is football. When you're a high profile athlete, you've been coddled your whole life. Everybody's doing things for you. You don't have to do too much for yourself. So a
Dexter
lot of
Manley.
those, huh?
Dexter Manley. The man
Extra
couldn't
man.
read.
He was illiterate.
Hey, hey, I mean, I'm not gonna say no brother's name, but I met a lot of brothers who they can play ball all day long, but they don't have social skills. They don't have situational awareness. They don't understand that, they just don't understand things because they never developed that because they've been coddled, been told that they're the best since eighth grade. And everybody want to do everything for you. Because obviously, let's be real, when you play college sports, you don't have to do anything. You just told when to show up and what to do. Hell, you don't even do your own homework most of the time. So you just don't develop a lot of things that a normal man will go through when it comes to relationships and having to deal with women and all that kind of stuff. And then granted on top of that, don't be the highest draft pick and you get paid $50 million and then you just had $12 in your account yesterday. Now you got your $50 million signing bonus. You're definitely gonna act a fool. So a lot of those guys they just don't know because they never have to develop any of those skills to protect themselves. Because literally all they know is just playing football and that's it. And by the time they learn the social aspects of everything else, by then it'd be too late. That's why I shout out to Jay Daniels' mom. She know what it is. she, she said, "No, we ain't got time for these wenches out here. No, no, no. Stay away from my son." She know what it is
Shout
because
out
because
to uh,
because there's a chick
they.
because there's a chick like
Mhm.
Brittany Renner trying to holler at Jay Daniels right now,
Shout
all
out
in
to
his
Jaden Daniels'
DMs.
mama and Lamar Jackson's mama.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
oh
but
yeah.
let's keep it a brick though. I mean, you might not want wife on it, none of them chicks or get none of them chicks pregnant, but Jaden Daniels got needs too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, for sure.
And you,
Absolutely. He definitely got
you know,
and when you got that money, you can get anything you want, literally anything you want.
All of
So and that's what happens. You get anything you want, and then they end up getting everything they want out of you.
That's true. And shout out to
So
Autism Boy in the chat.
yeah. So that's why I always encourage all the brothers, if you gonna do your thing, cool. Stay single, wear protection, all that kind of stuff. You're out here raw dogging every IG model in the world, you're gonna
and,
end up
Anthony Edwards.
you're gonna end up like Josh Jacobs. How many kids he got? Like eight, something like that.
Man, a
that.
lot
Hey,
of
bro.
professional athletes.
No, I'm gonna raise you one. Travis Henry.
Travis, huh? Yeah,
Oh
Travis
yeah.
Henry.
Oh yeah, for
Quarterback.
sure. Yeah.
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 Hey, and one thing I also want to say regarding people being signed. Congratulations to Ronnie Stanley. He extended his lot of the Baltimore Ravens fan was getting ready for him to leave. But
Mm.
he
God is
finally
good.
he re-signed with the Ravens, so he's staying with the Ravens. But to your point, going back to the cooking on the relationships, how players can avoid getting in toxic relationships while they're playing. Uh, watch 30 for 30 broke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
80%
Watch
80% of professional athletes, all professional athletes,
go broke.
80% of all professional athletes end up going broke.
Watch
And
that documentary.
and a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just the young black kids from the hood." No, no, it ain't just
No,
them.
no.
It's 80% of them across the board. Despite you
Oh
know,
yeah.
Baseball players, hockey
yeah,
players, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm all for the NIL, because again, these kids are getting this money while they're in college. They're having to learn how to manage it. They're having to learn how to deal with it, and they're taking financial classes and all that kind of stuff. When you're gonna blow your first check regardless. If you don't have money
Mm-hmm.
before, you're gonna blow your first check. So I'd rather you blow your first check in college than you blow your first check when you get to the pros. So I'd rather you blow 400,000 instead of you blowing your signing bonus, which probably about 10, $12 million. So by then you didn't got everything you wanted. You didn't knock down who you wanted to knock down. Now you can just play ball. So
That is.
There it is, man. There it is, man. And yeah, like Queen 71 said, or Magic, HIV. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
can't you
He
can't be
sure
better.
he sure ain't get it. He ain't get it from his wife. I know that.
Nope.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to go there. I do not want to go there. Now I'm gonna leave that alone. I want to let me take my conspiracy hat off.
Well, I
Hey,
know you already gonna say, they said evidently he went to Dr. CB and he got rid of it. That's what they claim.
No. I'm just go ahead and say it. A lot of people saying he never had it. And there's a conspiracy out there, and I kind of never mind. But
No,
anyway,
no, hey, bro, hey. You done stuck your foot in that water. You just might well jump in now.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, so basically, it's a conspiracy.
Nose
what?
dive, Jared. Off the
Some folks say
trampoline.
they saying that they saying that Magic Johnson made that up.
So, dude, this is what Dick Gregory. I'm gonna get myself a claim.
Oh, here, a comedian. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm a
Don't do
comedian.
Dick Gregory. Rest in peace.
Hey. Malcolm X told me about Dick Gregory when he was alive. I believe Malcolm X over Dick Gregory, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Good point.
Go
Good
ahead.
point.
Go
But
ahead.
a lot of people believe that Homeboy never had it. He got himself in the situation. He had to retire, and he had to make up that story that
Man,
he had
I'm not gonna
HIV.
lie, bro.
But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know all about that.
Man,
But
hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm cool signing what Joe said. Man, Dick Gregory has some wild conspiracy theories, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Y'all want to hear my conspiracy theory? Here's the week this storm. stories out there. Uh, and I blame Queen for this. She brought up Magic. Uh, so I just think he had a little bit too much fun. You know what I'm saying?
No,
For sure.
no, hey,
Women. Look, no. You're gonna get women and men. So I'm just gonna leave that
nah,
right there.
nah,
Oh,
no,
nah,
we ain't doing that. No, we
nah,
ain't
yeah,
doing
you
that on
right
this.
here.
We're not
I ain't,
doing that here.
I ain't,
No, man.
I ain't co-signing
Huh?
this, but the story was allegedly that him and the owner, Dr. Bus, they had a orgy, right? Where I think Magic had 6 chicks that were they all were actresses, and Dr. Bus had 6, and they were all mattress actresses also. And he contracted it from one of them. The reason why so many people think this is such a big conspiracy is because you got to realize at the time, around that same
Hmm.
time, Easy E came in, and Easy E just went down here quick, and he just died. So a lot of people
Well,
think that.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
Coach. We
that,
laughing at Big Red what he put in the chat.
yeah, I see what
You a
y'all talking
fool for
about now.
that, bro.
But no, but I'm not gonna lie though. That boy to say he's zesty would be an understatement. But that's another story. But the point I'm trying to make is, when it came to Magic, uh, I believe the whole Dr. Sebi thing because, I think the thing that kind of with Easy E, I think that's a conspiracy theory because, like a lot of people say, people that ended up having HIV, becoming HIV positive, and ended up getting full blown AIDS is a gradual decline, whereas Easy just passed all of a sudden. I think Magic, I think he kept himself in good shape. He took all his medicine, whatever. And then a better solution came along. Because you got to realize, he caught it, at 91? It's 2025. Man, most people that had what he had prior to that, like a year or two prior to that, they're all deceased at this point. So
well,
I believe.
Magic Johnson has always been a millionaire. You dig what I'm saying? So he definitely had way more money than Easy E, but a lot of folks feel like Easy E was injected with it anyway. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
what
mean,
they
yeah,
That's
say.
Magic
why I
Johnson.
was.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
That was a hit job. Easy was a
Well,
hit job.
also Magic Johnson can prolong his symptoms or suppress his symptoms longer because he has enough money to literally tell somebody, "Hey, yo, I need something to keep me going. Here's $2 million, make it happen." And and
Well,
So
so
well,
so 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 what you saying is that Magic got so much money, he went and bought a secret serum that nobody got access to.
well, no, well, technically, you got to take it with a grain of salt. It's coming from DJ Envy, but DJ Envy
Right.
said Magic
oh
told him.
hell.
No, look, he said Magic told him off the record that he gave Dr. Sebi some bread, and Dr. Sebi did whatever he did for a certain time frame, and it cured him of the AIDS. That's what he claimed.
Okay. Well, if the brother's cured, not too long ago, I saw him in an HIV commercial, so I guess he was scamming then, I guess. So, I'm just
Hey,
saying.
maybe. Well, I mean, just think about
Hey,
it. Like I say, y'all got the conspiracy theory. You got to keep the lie alive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you never know.
All right. Yeah,
yeah.
but
Like,
I'm just saying. The reason why I brought it up, something happened. I don't believe Dick Gregory.
no, no, that.
But something happened because, like you said, Coach, a lot of people who contracted the HIV virus, they don't. They days are
Well,
um.
a lot of times if you contracted AIDS, it was a wrap for you, but
Oh
HIV
yeah, yeah.
wasn't as bad as
HIV,
AIDS.
you're right.
Yeah, yeah. If you got HIV, it wasn't as bad. If you got AIDS, it was all bad for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, but how he contracted it, everybody knows. If you're out here in the West Coast, Magic Johnson's been a playboy for a long time. You know what I mean? He get any woman he wants, especially when he was playing. So it's not far fetched. From threesomes, foursomes, whatever sums. Especially back in them days.
Well,
When not too
they
many
said it
folks
was
know what it was,
Big Joe. They said it
huh?
was They said it was a sixsome.
Hey, when you got that much money, you can get whatever sums you want. You know,
Yeah.
so,
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna
And
say the brother name. I'm not gonna say the brother name, but I know an NFL quarterback who played for the Vikings. When I went over his house, he had an array and a plethora of women walking around topless and just thongs on, just walking around cleaning his house and doing whatever. And he said he liked looking at bad women. That's why they here. You're
oh,
flying
random.
men from the he
Oh,
flying men. He flying men from
RC.
a left.
RC.
Huh?
Okay. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
that
no,
Mr.
no, no,
RC.
no, no, no. No, it's not RC. No, no, no,
Oh,
No,
so
but
DC.
no, 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 no. I ain't gonna say nobody. I ain't gonna say nothing.
no,
Anyway,
but
the
but
brother
hey,
will
Joe.
fly. The brother will fly him in from Atlanta. They be strippers. They come over there, and he just look at them all day long, walking around. You know, what I mean, he'll pay them a fee. You know, so hey, you know, you got about 6, 7 chicks in your house. You know, what I mean, hey, just saying, hey, hey.
Hey, I'm about to say, Joe. Hey, keep that confidential. You can't put that out there, bro.
Hey, I didn't say the brother name. All I said was,
No, no,
hey,
no,
there's a
no, no,
lot
no.
of. I'm
I
just
was
saying.
saying, hey, don't let Jerry trip us up, bro. We got to keep that confidential.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know nothing. I don't know. Hey,
Yeah, my bad.
actually,
I'll being messy. My
I
bad.
heard it was Kirk Cousins. Actually, from what I heard, it might have been Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
He was in the White House with Trump. You know, they birds of a feather flock together. Hey,
You said he
Right.
played for the Vikings, huh?
Yeah,
So,
Kirk
so
yeah.
look,
Cousins. Yeah.
JB trying to look it up. Now, anyway,
Hey,
look at
hey,
this.
brother.
So
Oh
we
no,
I
no,
got
no,
know it ain't Gus
no,
Farrat, is it?
no. It's
Gus
Sam.
Hey,
Farrat.
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
hey, Sam Don. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. No, actually, Brett Favre.
Did
All right, Brett. All right, y'all, Brett Favre. That's who it is. There you go, Brett Favre.
yeah. Big Wizard, I don't know, but I feel like I need to investigate.
Oh no, no, no.
And yeah, thank you for the clearing up, Queen 71. She said he's HIV easy, had AIDS. You can be
Yeah,
HIV and definitely once it converts to AIDS
No,
and you are on the time clock.
she,
yeah, absolutely.
Queen makes a valid point, but it's someone that's a health teacher. The issue that a lot of people saying that Easy didn't have full blown AIDS, they were saying basically what transpired is when you go from having HIV, when you go from being HIV positive to having AIDS, is a progression. They say it wasn't no progression, it was just like boom, and he died. Now, he wasn't the only one barebacking and smashing all them chicks on the road. You had Dr. Dre, you had the whole whole NWA crew and clique. So I mean, don't get me wrong, he got 9 kids. So, but none of his kids came up HIV positive, they were saying. So
Hey,
that was the thing of it. I mean, she makes a valid point, but the point I'm trying to make is a progression from going up to being
yeah, for
HIV
sure.
positive to having AIDS. Because I know someone that had AIDS, and you're right, your immune system is so weak. Once you catch something small like a common cold, you die and you end up passing, and that's what transpired with this person. But with Easy, they were saying there was no transition
Yeah,
from being HIV positive to having AIDS.
right.
Like they found out he had HIV
Yeah.
positive and he died, and that was it. So that was the
Well,
conspiracy theory behind
well,
his situation.
it's funny that Easy got it, but Hugh Hefner been slinging and banging and having orgy parties for a long time. He ain't catch nothing.
Yeah, see
He,
that's
he,
another valid point. But no, but even with the NWA point, there was like he was the only member of NWA that had a harem of women. Like everybody in the entourage had.
oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah,
like
for sure.
you know
Oh yeah.
how he was.
Hey, coach. I done been backstage on a world tour before and see what it is. Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Man, hey, Big Joe, sound like you living life, Big Joe. Man, hey, but
Hey, bro. Hey,
I
hey,
gotta come to
hey,
overtime to
bro.
hit up with you, bro. Sound like you living life.
Hey, I ain't living nothing. I was telling you what I see, not what I done. Don't be accusing me now. Hold on now, brother. Hold on now, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, I'm telling you what I seen. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. I'm gonna be like Gene Deal. I seen everything and I ain't do nothing. You dig what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah,
hey, 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 brother.
oh,
Hey, I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, but now on the Hugh Hefner point, again, Hugh Hefner was out there doing this thing and whatnot, slanging and banging and whatnot. But Maybe because he was messing with the minors, that's why he never got sick. But go ahead, Jared. You got it. So
Oh dang.
go ahead, Jared. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. On that note, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying so. Any
Um. Um.
other young
Yeah.
folk
Well,
listening to this?
let's just say Hugh Hefner and Elvis Presley, they run together. But anyway, go ahead, Jared. Go ahead.
Well, so any
Yeah.
young men listening to this, and they playing ball in college, uh, even though we went off a little bit, you get the just everything. Be smart out here. Things out here dangerous. But anyway,
Focus on your career, cause trust me, they ain't going nowhere.
yeah,
Absolutely not.
no, they ain't.
Mm-mm.
But let's talk about fighting, man. So Alex Pereira lost his light heavyweight championship last night, and it was a landslide. He lost to a up and coming light heavyweight named Magomed Ankaleev, and I know I butchered his name. Forgive me. So Ankaleev is now the new light heavyweight champion in UFC. Um, but JB said he wasn't surprised. Why did you say that? I'm going to you first.
Because a lot of people, and by the way, if y'all want like more MMA stuff, y'all go subscribe to Tay Tay Brown.
Yeah,
She's more in depth than this MMA stuff than we are. But as far as just a fan that watches MMA, when there's a good card, um, Pereira, Alex Pereira is a striker. He has knockout power, um, but he can be beat if you take him to the ground. The gentleman he wrestled is an okay striker, but he's more of a grappler or a wrestler. And in this particular fight, he was able to like change levels. He was able to make Pereira reach and counterpunch him, and he actually dazed him in the second round.
so, and
Um,
what blueprint you think he watched?
the second Israel
Alexandria fight, yeah,
fight,
Alexandria, yeah.
yeah, the second Israel fight when uh, Pereira. I don't think when Pereira doesn't respect your power, you can easily make him walk into stuff.
Mm,
Because I think because he hurt and he stopped Israel the first time, he thought he was just gonna walk Israel down, and you forgot Israel can punch a little bit. He got fast hands, but you can hurt people with a punch you don't see coming, and that's exactly what he did. He walked Alex into a punch and knocked him out actually, and um, the gentleman he fought was more of a, I'd say, complete fighter. He can grapple, he can strike, he can change levels. Um, he gave Alex different looks, and Alex couldn't set his feet and throw that knockout shot like he usually. But it was a good fight, technical fight. If you knew what you were looking at, um, a lot of people was booing, but they didn't know it was styles make fights.
chess match, yeah.
This dude didn't let Pereira just plant his feet and try to go toe to toe like the other fighters did. It was a great fight from the challenge.
Magomed, yeah. All right. Coach, did you get a chance to see this fight? Coach,
Actually,
you
I
want me?
didn't, bro. I didn't
Oh,
get to see it.
yeah, man. Yeah, it was pretty. In my opinion, it was a good, entertaining fight to see different styles, try to figure each other out, and um, Ankaleev did what he was supposed to. Um, Big Joe, did you get a chance to see this fight?
I definitely did not watch the fight at all. Last night I was out with my lady. It was date night.
Okay, okay.
So so I didn't watch the fight at all. So
Perfectly understandable. But the reason why I brought this up, John Jones wanted to fight Alex Pereira, um, at one of his final fights before he retire, and that's not gonna happen.
Oh,
So
definitely. John Jones will walk him in one of those steroid punches. Anyway,
you crazy, but so the Tom Aspinall fight is definitely um needs to be made, in my opinion. But that John Jones point is you come with that paper. Definitely come with that paper, man. But good. That was that. Congratulations to Mega Man Ankaleev or Ankaleev. He definitely um deserved to be the champion because you would thought that he was the champion instead of Alex.
yeah, that was he beat him kind of handily, Didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
But
He
that John,
definitely.
yeah, John Jones will destroy Alex.
Yeah.
Because Alex, all Alex got is a puncher's chance, and anybody can get hurt. But John Jones is just he's something else. Even though I pick with him because he has been busted with steroids, and that's what me and Drew Titan got in common. We don't I don't like cheats. I don't care who you are. But
Mhm.
even though I see some people, they pick and choose, who they gonna hold accountable. So, but I'm gonna stay on code. So as far as I know, John Jones is the best, fighter,
That's right. Damn
in the
right.
UFC. So
Since Tyson Fury is one of the best heavyweights in our time, John Jones is the GOAT in UFC. How about that?
That's cap.
Um,
Fury trash. He got respect. I'm just done.
exactly. I agree with you. But and since they want to do that, we gon' even though John Jones been caught with cocaine, not only
steroids,
steroids, but cocaine, bruh. But
yeah,
still rolling with
and
Bones
and
Jones.
and, and multiple domestic violences. But hey, I guess the women don't matter no more.
Right.
yeah.
Queen 81 said they don't know of just because we don't know don't make not true. Most people that are HIV are not sick. Most people find out that they are HIV when they go in for something else like giving blood. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
HIV positive.
Mhm.
Like she said, a lot of times you don't you don't know till you get blood tested.
And you saying exit point, and A6 say, "Are you saying Suge Knight didn't know what he was looking at?" Some people think Suge is responsible, though. Yeah,
He was talking like he was
Uh,
responsible, wasn't
yeah.
boy, everybody like blaming Suge Knight, but nobody want to blame Jerry Heller though, huh?
he?
No, I
Damn.
mean, no. See, if you look at the last point I made, I'm not saying Suge responsible, but I'm saying
No, no, I'm not. I'm not saying you, brother. I'm just saying in general.
no. I agree with you, but this is the point I'm making.
Yeah,
Even if it was a joke, like man, you don't put that type of information out there, bro. Like,
man.
what you
When
do?
you a bully, bro, you gon' 50 Cent do the same thing now. Nobody don't say nothing.
What? See, well, that's problematic. Me. We ain't gonna talk about the particulars of the conversation, but for 7-8 and Jared and I was talking behind the scenes about 50, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, bro. 50 do a lot of sucker stuff as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
But
Agreed.
again, yeah, for sure. Yeah, 50 said the same outlandish things as Suge Knight, be bullying people and whatnot, but nobody said nothing to 50. Like one point, nobody said nothing to Suge Knight. So if you have an enemy and he's something happened to him, of course you're gonna say something crazy. You know, it is what it is.
Eh,
Same,
86
same
goes.
thing,
Go
same
ahead.
thing. Same thing. 50 did when Irv Gotti passed away.
I,
Perfect
I
Mm,
example.
I thought that was some scumbag, trash bag behavior. Me,
Yeah,
man, like
for sure.
that man passed.
For,
Hey, that was years
for sure.
ago.
Yeah,
Let it go, bro.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying either one is right, but it's just the same mentality. That's all. That's all.
Well, but the
yeah.
thing about 50, Just like Suge. I don't mean to cut you off, Jared.
No, you
Hey,
good.
you saw when Suge Bread ran out, you saw what happened, right? You got youngsters knocking you out in the club and stuff like that. So, hey, if that bread ever evaporated for 50, 50, he SOL. He up a creek without a paddle, you did. So he better,
I'm saying, go ahead, bro. I think I'm
I'm
sorry.
just saying, he better keep making these hit shows and keep that money going because if he run out of bread, he gonna be like Suge Knight, you know?
But all I'm gonna say is this: I agree, and that you make such a good point, Coach. Man, you better keep making that money because I'm gonna tell you one thing: they shot you 8 times and they missed. You keep talking that jump, they ain't gonna miss the second time, bro. So
Well, technically they shot him
a
9 times.
lot of this. Well, 9 times, 8, 9 times was a lot. So
Yeah, it is.
God was looking out for him.
Well, yeah, the
So
law was ain't no way you
to
can get by
respect
it.
your blessings. When God give you blessing and give you a second chance, you've been doing a lot of disrespectful stuff. So that's all I'm gonna say.
And I mean that's an excellent point, JB. You figure somebody that have been through all the stuff he has been through, you think at some point he'll turn a corner and he'll make some positive changes in his life. But to me, I think he just a overgrown kid at this point. Bro, you can't be as old
Well,
as you are moving the way you moving.
And
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie, JB. I understood what you said. Definitely understood. That's some street stuff. You know, we ain't street dudes. That like when somebody actually been hit multiple times, and then you said they missed. What did they miss? He hit them. What they mean is they missed and
get him.
taking your life.
Yeah. Oh, I knew the context he meant.
No,
I
no, I'm
fully
just just interpreting because people, you know, you got people that like to they lames and they miss it and they try to correct you just for them.
yeah, but I mean, but at the end of the day, though, bro, I mean, to me, I feel like he's too old to be this childish, and this petty. I mean, even with the situation with Big and Lil Meech, hey, bro, you got a hit show with Lil Meech. Whatever you and Ross got, to me, that's another situation. Petty. Man, I ain't gonna lie to me. Seems like him and Ross would have buried this situation by now, but I
What's
mean,
even more funnier now is that Lil Meech is running around with Floyd. So
yeah,
that's even funnier, actually. So
Come on,
yeah,
man, I'm a rat and you got two dudes, Rick Ross, and he done stole his name from somebody, and 50 Cent he stole from his name from somebody. So you got two dudes that
CB4
stole.
type cats, huh?
Yeah. So you got two dudes that built they self from other people that was actually in the streets doing their stuff. I'm not saying 50 Cent was in the street, but the dude that his he stole his rap name from actually was a gangster and
well,
was more in the street than 50 Cent was ever was. So I mean, come on. So you got two dudes like that beefing. What you expect, man? You know what I mean? Like I respect 50
Rick
business mind and everything. He doing yeah, but come on, man.
But
Rick,
man,
Rick Ross in Canada getting stolen.
yeah, but I mean, but bro, it's
oh,
been like 16 years. At some point, man, you gotta quit being childish and let this stuff go. Though.
hey, well, like somebody said, if somebody might be the focal point of the reason why you got shot, and you hanging around with them, is you gonna forget about it? That's what some folks say. I don't know. I don't know. If somebody try to kill me and I see Smiling McGowan with him, yeah, I might hold that for a while. You know what I mean? But hey, but no, who knows? Either way, it's
Well,
all childish regardless. You know. So
well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't had nobody actually try to shoot me and delete me. But at the same token, I had people that done me dirty over the years, and
mhm.
it's water under the bridge now for me. You know, of course, I don't come in contact with these people on a daily basis, but at the same token, you know, I just kind of let bygones be bygones at this point. You know.
All right, for sure, for sure.
Facts. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I talking about those clowns, but anyway, we gonna wrap everything up, man. Thank you, Queen. She said good show. And 86 Ghost said, dude in the interview said, uh, did he use Ross to send, or did he said, did he use Ross to send a diss at 50? And then, and that's why the beef with 50 started, and Ross never actually had any beef before 30 or 50 were beefing. Um, Choke no joke said. Okay,
Mm.
all right. But yeah, did he use Ross? But yeah, um, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. Good show, good show. Any final words on the topic as far as UFC or anything else regarding the topics we already went over? Anything y'all forgot? Or
The biggest fight in mixed martial arts right now is Francis Ngannou and John Jones. That fight has to happen. If that
Facts.
fight don't happen, if
yeah,
that fight
Facts.
don't happen, then you know it is what
yeah.
it is. But
See,
that's the biggest
I'm
mixed martial
glad you
arts fight
said
right
that.
now.
I'm glad you said it,
Yeah.
Big Joe. A lot of people trying to say Tom Aspinall. I believe a lot of people gonna get their feelings hurt. Yeah, the boy is young and athletic and they got power, but John Jones fought types like that before. So it ain't it is not. I think he gonna get washed against John Jones. I could be wrong, but I think people gonna get their feelings hurt. Like you said, Big Joe, the fight that everybody want to see is John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Period.
Hmm.
That Aspinall fight, Dana's trying to shove down people's throat because he done dropped the ball on giving Francis his paper. And I think that's
Hmm.
John Jones knows that, so he's like, you ain't about to stick me in there with that young boy without paying me.
Hey, PFL, when John Jones up, y'all better be on it.
Telling you, telling you, man. But yeah. So Big Joe, let everybody know where they can meet you and see you, man.
Yes, sir. You can catch me on all LDBC platforms, showing love to the brothers and sisters of the mighty LDBC. Yes, sir. You know, what I mean, y'all have a good weekend. Hey, and like I said on the show yesterday, if there's something you want to change in your community, something you want to change in the world, you first have to make the change within yourself before you can project to everybody else. Handle business at home before you can handle business outside of your household. Y'all be easy. Have a good rest of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach 67 Sports TV. Let everybody know where they can meet you and see you.
You can catch me at Coach 67 Sports TV. Sam is the handle below on all social media platforms, on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. However, I'm primarily here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Coach 67 Sports TV. I have a lot of Southern University content coming up because last night, both Southern University men and women, they clinched the SWAC regular season championship, heading into the SWAC championship tournament. I mean the SWAC tournament, for both the men and the women. So I'm gonna have a lot of content dropping on that. I'm gonna do a full post game reaction coming up, and I'm also gonna do a reaction to episode 1 of yesterday's Black Man's Perspective here on Jared 11 Green's channel. So come over to my channel, check me out. Y'all have a blessed evening, and y'all have a blessed work week. We'll catch y'all on the rebound. Peace and blessing to everyone, and salute to the mighty LDBC. You dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, like Coach just said, started a new show on my channel called the Black Man's Perspective. Uh, should be on every Saturday around 10:30. So yeah, y'all come check us out, man. And I appreciate all the people that show love and like people here like Queen 71, Big Red, 86 Goats. Which I'm gonna plan to have other brothers like Brent Fox, 86 Goats, Big Reg on the show if they want to get up that early and or if they want to be on the show. Um, but yeah, come check us out. Uh, but JB, what's your final words to get us out of here, man?
Hey man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, man. Y'all have a good and blessed work week. And yeah, I mean, keep knocking down your goals, chipping away at your goals. Y'all be blessed.
All right, bet. This was another installment of the Southern Baller Show. Y'all have a blessed Sunday and have a blessed week.